Hello, I'm Dr. Ashaye, a board-certified family medicine and lifestyle medicine doctor, and you're listening to Connecting the Dots with Dr. Ashaye. And this is a great place to be if you desire to take charge of your health so you can live fully and enjoy doing what you love. So, a few weeks ago, some of my patients shared their remarkable health journeys over the last year on this channel. We had Tracie, who had gone down about 57 pounds. We had Latoya, who shed over 40 pounds, and Maria, who had dropped 18 pounds so far in less than 4 months. But what excited me the most is beyond lowering their weight, all of them mentioned how much better they felt. They felt a whole lot better. They had more energy. They became more active. They were in less pain. So they gave really, really good tips about things that they did to achieve this success. So I encourage you to watch those episodes as well. Well, today, what I want to do is answer some of the very common questions I hear about achieving a healthy weight. But before we get into it, you're listening to Connecting the Dots with Dr. Ashaye. I'm Lola Ashaye. I'm a family medicine doctor and lifestyle medicine doctor and owner of In Touch Primary Care, which is in Sugar Land, Texas. And what we do is we help people more easily become and remain healthy by having direct access and easy access to a doctor. We're proactive about your health care instead of being reactive. So if you're tired of the usual being a number reactive approach to your health and you actually want to build a healthier lifestyle, then our services are perfect for you. You can reach out to us with the number on the screen. Okay, so how long would it take for me to lose weight? I hear this question all the time, so I wanted to address it. So the thing is, many people can lower their weight by 1 or 2 pounds a week. So that's about 4 to 8 pounds a month with healthy lifestyle changes alone or with the addition of medication. But how much they actually shed will range. And that's because it depends on many factors. It could be the person's genetic makeup. It could be how much lifestyle changes are they willing to make at once. Are they taking medications or do they have conditions like thyroid disease or PCOS that might affect their weight and many other factors? So it really depends on the person. But I mean, if you need some kind of reference, a lot of people can lower their weight in a healthy way by lowering by 1 to 2 pounds per week, something like that. Okay, so it depends. But what I tell people is instead of focusing so much on tracking the weight, it's important to track the weight, but the focus really should be on things that we can control. So when we take the focus on things we cannot control and put it on things we can control, it actually helps a lot. So you can control half your plate being filled with vegetables. That's something that you can focus on and you can easily track. It's either there or not, right? Walking or doing some form of physical activity, you can track how many times a week you're doing it. You can track how many minutes you're doing it, getting at least 7 hours of sleep per night. So when we focus on things we can control and when we actually track them and do them consistently, we know that with making these changes, the weight will come off. So rather than focusing on, how long it's going to take, because the truth is it's a journey, and how long it takes, while that is somewhat important in the long run, it's not really important in the short term, because if you are able to lower your weight very quickly, say you lose, let's say 30 pounds in 4 months, for instance, but 6 months later, you're back to where you started or you've gained more. It's actually better that you lose 20 pounds in 6 months and that you sustained that weight loss, right? So how fast in the long run is not as important. It's more important that we take our time and build those healthy habits, because that's what really leads to sustainable healthy weight. Okay, the second question I want to address today is another one that I hear a lot. What is a healthy weight for me? So many of us now know that the BMI alone is not the greatest measure. So that's when we take your weight and your height and we tell you your BMI is 25 or over, you're overweight, 30 or over, you're obese. That's not the greatest measure for healthy weight. It's a quick screen and it's great when we're looking at a population of people. But the thing is, it doesn't tell us the whole story. So what if you want more personalized information about your own weight? Well, one tool that can be helpful is getting a scale that will measure your body composition. So your weight is composed of body, water, muscle, and fat. And there are even different types of fat. There's the visceral fat, which is the fat around the organs. There's subcutaneous fat, fat on the skin. And it's important that we're lowering fat in general, but especially the visceral fat, because that's the one that negatively affects our health and or more negatively affects our health. So for determining whether you're at a healthy weight or not, knowing your fat composition can be helpful, especially the visceral fat composition. It can also help while you're lowering your weight because it will help you know whether you're lowering your weight in a healthy way. Are you losing too much muscle, for instance? Do you have adequate body water, for instance? So those questions will be important to help you determine what's a healthy weight for you. The other tool that can be helpful, your vitals, like if your blood pressure is high, for instance, and your lab tests. What kind of chronic conditions are you dealing with? Do you have thyroid disease? Do you have prediabetes or insulin resistance or diabetes? High cholesterol, things like that, that a healthy weight can impact. So you can help determine whether or not that weight works for you based on these conditions. If you know that if you lower your weight by 10 pounds, for instance, your blood pressure goes down, then, maybe a healthier weight for you will be 10 pounds lower. So the other factor that I think is important is how you actually feel. So when you lower your weight, do you have more energy? Is it easier for you to move around? Do you have less pain? So when you put all these things together, your body composition, your vitals and your labs, and then tracking how you feel, that can help you figure out what a healthy weight goal is for you. So it's not one size fits all. I say this all the time. It's more of a putting things together, trying to figure out, but you can do this on your own. You can do this with a professional and try to come up with a healthy weight goal that is more personalized, more accurate, and something that you can work towards over time. So if you or someone you know has tried, trying to achieve a healthy weight and they're finding it challenging, I encourage you to seek professional help. And if you found this helpful, and if you're in the Houston area, you can actually act now. You can schedule a free consult on our website using the link in the caption, or you can call us at 713-280-9985. We're starting a lifestyle wellness program and healthy weight program September 16th. So you can join our waiting list for that by simply calling us or by scheduling that free consult I talked about. All right. Well, if you haven't already, please subscribe, share, like this episode so that more people can get this information and learn more about how to achieve a healthy weight. So imagine, that you decided to prioritize achieving a healthy weight this year. And a year from now, you're sharing your wins, you're feeling better, you have more energy, you have less pain, you just feel more confident. That is very, very so it's a wonderful feeling. So it's a price to pay for sure, but it's worth it. So if you are making that decision and you want to prioritize your health and start to feel better, I'm very happy for you, and I know it's going to be well worth it. I hope this helps.